Forget just reading your credit report. Today, we're going to turn you into the architect of your own financial future. We're going to audit your report piece by piece and find every single crack in the foundation. So let's get to it. It sounds a little crazy, right? What if I told you the key to a better credit score isn't some complicated financial software, but just a highlighter? The whole idea is that your most powerful weapon is right there in front of you. You just have to know what to look for and how to mark it. And that right there is the big mindset shift. We're done being passive readers. From now on, you're an active investigator. You're someone who doesn't just accept what's written, but systematically hunts for errors to build a rock-solid case. And that's exactly what we're about to do. Okay, let's lay out the mission. Think of your credit report not as a report card, but as a case file. It's a stack of evidence. And our job? Our job is to go through that file with a fine-tooth comb and find anything at all that is inaccurate, outdated, or just plain old unprovable. But before we even start, you need to burn this into your brain. Every single thing you do from this point forward has to be documented. Every call, every letter, every discovery. This isn't just about being organized, you guys. This paper trail is your only weapon. It is your ultimate leverage when you go up against the bureaus. All right, step one. We've got to assemble our toolkit. Every good investigator needs their gear, right? Now, don't worry, we're not talking about complex software or anything like that. We're talking about a few simple but incredibly powerful items that will set you up for success before you even look at page 1 of that report. Your prep work comes down to 2 things, and they are non-negotiable. First, your logbook. This can be a simple spreadsheet, a notebook, whatever, but it's where you'll track every single move you make. Second, you're going to prepare your ID pack. Think of this as your secret weapon to shut down the credit bureau's favorite excuse before they can even use it. And here is exactly why that ID pack is so critical. A common tactic the bureaus use is to get your dispute letter and just toss it, claiming they couldn't verify your identity. It's a stall tactic. Well, by preparing clear copies of your ID, your social, and a utility bill, you send it all with your very first letter. You completely take that excuse off the table from day 1. Now for step 2. Scrutinize your personal data. Okay, listen up, because this is what many experts call the secret sauce of a successful credit audit. Most people just glance at their name and address and move on. Huge mistake. This section is an absolute goldmine of leverage. This is where the real hunt begins. Just look at how messy a single identity can get. Your job is to go through and flag every single variation of your name and every single old address that isn't your current correct legal info. Misspellings, initials, old married names, every apartment you've ever lived in. Why? Because each one of those is a little thread, a connection, linking you to an old negative account. And this is the entire strategy in a nutshell. I want you to really let that sink in. A collection agency's whole ability to prove a debt is yours often hinges on linking it to an old address on your report. If you successfully dispute and remove that outdated address, poof! You might have just severed the only link they had, making it nearly impossible for them to verify that debt. Okay, on to step 3. Fact check every single account. Now that we've cleaned up the personal info, it's time to dive into the nitty-gritty of each account, what they call the trade lines. And the key here is we're not arguing about whether you owe the money. That's not the point. We are hunting for cold, hard, factual mistakes in how they're reporting it. This table is a perfect example. I mean, look at this. The 3 bureaus can't even agree on when the account was opened. One says January, 2 say March. That's a factual inaccuracy. And the balance? Why is TransUnion reporting a different number? By law, the information they report has to be 100% accurate and verifiable. When you find inconsistencies like this, that's your reason for a dispute right there. Here's another golden nugget for you. Dig into the comments section under each of your accounts. If you see the words transferred or sold, your eyes should light up. Immediately, go look at the balance for that original account. It absolutely must, legally must, be reported as $0. Think about it. If they sold the debt, they can't also claim you still owe them money. That is a major violation and fantastic leverage for you. And that brings us to step 4, create your action plan. So you've done the audit, you've found the cracks in their story, you've identified all the errors. Now what? Well, now we turn all that detective work into an actionable battle plan. This is your homework. This is it, your final prep before you go on the offensive. It's a 3-step mission. First, we're going to have our highlight session.
Second, we initiate what I call the freeze protocol. And third, you're going to create your target list, your dispute list.
Remember that highlighter from the beginning? It's time for it to shine. Get your printed reports and a few different colors. Use yellow for all those personal information errors, the names, the addresses. Use orange for any of that inconsistent account data, like the dates and balances we just talked about. And use red for anything that makes you go, I have no idea what this is, which could be a sign of fraud. Now this move right here, it's some next level strategy. When you dispute something, the big three bureaus, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, they often take a shortcut. Instead of doing a real investigation, they just electronically ping secondary databases like LexisNexis and SageStream to verify the info. By freezing your files with these smaller guys first, you cut off their easy path. You force them to do a real manual investigation, and a lot of the time, they just can't verify the item in time. So there you have it. You've officially gone from being a passive reader to an active investigator. You've gathered your evidence, you've identified the weak points in the reporting, and you have built your case file. The question is no longer if you can challenge the errors on your report, it's which one are you going to take down first.